I'm seeing here, it's a lot of people showing Shedeur love, bro, from other teams. Now, Brody about to do the Shedeur. Brody helped.
I was hurrying home from church. I would go to the 9 a.m. session instead of the 11 a.m. session to watch Cleveland Brown games. Not who's ever said that. Shedeur Sanders, Max, was added to the Pro Bowl to replace Drake May since Drake will be playing in the Super Bowl. Max, thoughts?
Congratulations to my young brother, man. I'm happy for him, man. Maybe not deserved it, but I mean, I appreciate the homage that they show the young fella though, because I mean, he did come in. I mean, how many games did he play though? I mean, goddamn, how many games did he play?
7 games. 7 games. They were 3-4.
Yeah,
3-4, 2-8 when he didn't play.
So I mean, I'm happy for him, and I mean, I love the Sanders family.
I got my other brother right here too.
Exclusive video. No one else could get the coverage that Junior just got. I just want y'all to know that. I just want y'all to know that. No one could get the coverage that his brother just got. This video is currently sitting at 10,000 views, 11,000 views in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, 36 minutes, bruh. Welloff Media, need not say no more. Make sure y'all going on over there if y'all have not subscribed.
All right, let's get right into it because what just happened is huge. Welloff Media, run by Shedeur Sanders Jr., just released 25 minutes of exclusive Pro Bowl footage centered on Shedeur Sanders. And this is not your standard Pro Bowl content. This is raw, behind-the-scenes access that nobody else had. You're watching Shedeur move through the facility, interact with other Pro Bowl players, prep for practice, and give a real look at what life is like as a rookie standout at the NFL's biggest all-star event. And here's the part that's blowing people's minds. Every single NFL player in that building was showing Shedeur love. Let me really set the scene for you. You see Shedeur walking into the Pro Bowl facility, music is playing in the background, his own track. The vibe is different, the energy is crazy. And as he walks through, you see actual NFL Pro Bowlers, not random guys, dapping him up, hugging him, throwing up the wrist. None of it feels forced, none of it looks staged. These aren't PR moments, these are real, organic signs of respect. And that's what has people stunned right now. Now, let me say something that needs to be said. There were other Pro Bowlers there, big names, established stars, guys who've been to multiple Pro Bowls. But here's the thing, when you watch this 25-minute video, you don't see them getting the same type of reception Shedeur is getting. What you're watching is elite NFL talent, not regular people, not casual observers, but Pro Bowl caliber players giving Shedeur Sanders the kind of respect usually reserved for veterans who've been in the league for years. And we also need to talk about the narrative that's been floating around Shedeur, because there's been a lot of hate, a lot of criticism, a lot of people questioning whether he even deserved to be there. But the moment you watch this footage, something becomes very clear. The players don't care about that narrative. The players like him. The commissioner likes him. People inside the NFL like him. So the real question is, where is all this hate actually coming from? Now let me share something that stood out to me from the comments during that live stream.
Content, but we ain't got to, because Junior put it all
Someone
out.
said that for people who don't realize
it was other NFL Pro Bowlers
at media have been doing
this
this
game
to black quarterbacks forever.
We didn't see nobody really getting love like Shedeur was getting love. We looked at a 25-minute video.
And that's real.
Of Pro Bowl players. These ain't bus drivers, truck drivers. These are NFL Pro Bowl players. Showing love to Shedeur Sanders.
Savior without doing
now you tell
as
me
much. But
if
Shedeur,
a narrative is being created to tarnish this young man's legacy and tarnish this man's likeness, because it's clear to me,
and yet he
the
just
players
keeps
like
proving them wrong. Now let's talk about what this footage really shows when it comes to Shedeur's personality. You see him doing interviews with media outlets from Germany. You see him talking about flag football and why it matters for kids around the world. You see him interacting with fans, coaches, and other players. And through all of it, he's humble, he's respectful, he's confident without being arrogant. That's why NFL players gravitate toward him, because he's authentic. And let me address something else that was said during that live stream. The host said, "I don't know anything Shedeur has ever done wrong besides getting a speeding ticket." And that's facts. Think about it. Shedeur graduated from college, started at quarterback at multiple levels, shows love to fans, shows love to the media, comes from a structured and grounded family, doesn't get in trouble with the law, and doesn't drink or smoke. So what exactly has this young man done to earn the level of hate he gets? Nothing. And we also need to talk about the access Welloff Media had. This is footage nobody else could touch. ESPN didn't have it. NFL Network didn't have it. No major outlet had this kind of behind-the-scenes access to Shedeur at the Pro Bowl. And there's a reason for that. Shedeur Sanders Jr. is his brother. He's been documenting Shedeur's journey since Trinity High School. He was there at Jackson State, he was there at Colorado, and now he's there in the NFL. That's 7 years of footage, 7 years of brand building, 7 years of storytelling. And now that story is reaching its
Did you
moment.
see him wait to be acknowledged? No. We saw Shedeur Sanders walk up to the man. We saw him greet Watson first. We saw him rub his hands together and say, "Let's go to work." That is not the behavior of a placeholder. That is the behavior of the alpha. That is the behavior of the CEO walking into the boardroom and greeting the board members. If this situation was designed for Deshaun Watson to take over, if he was the one holding the keys to the franchise,
Now let me bring this back to what the footage actually reveals. When you watch Shedeur interacting with other NFL players, something immediately stands out. They're not treating him like a rookie. They're treating him like an equal. They're asking him about his favorite moments from the season. They're breaking down football and talking strategy with him. They're showing real interest in his growth. And that's because Shedeur carries himself like he belongs at this level. Let me also touch on something that came up during the live stream about dark forces trying to work against Shedeur. The host said, "The devil really be working overtime, don't he?" He said the devil tried hard to tear this young man down, but God had him covered. And honestly, that hits. Because when you look at everything Shedeur has dealt with, the hate, the doubt, the constant criticism, and then look at where he is now, it's clear he's been blessed. Now let's talk about what this means for Shedeur's future. The level of respect he's getting from NFL players in just his rookie year says everything about how they see his ceiling. They view him as someone who's going to be a real problem in this league for a long time. They see him as someone you'd rather have on your side than line up against, because Shedeur isn't going anywhere. Let me also address the Super Bowl question that came up during the live stream. The host said, what if the Pro Bowl ends up getting more views than the Super Bowl just because Shedeur played? And honestly, that's not crazy, because Shedeur brings eyeballs, he brings engagement, he brings attention. People may love him or hate him, but either way, they're tuned in. Now let's zoom out to the bigger picture. This Welloff Media footage isn't just about a Pro Bowl appearance. It's about showing the world who Shedeur Sanders really is. It's about proving he's not just a fifth-round pick who lucked into a moment. He's a legitimate NFL quarterback who's earned the respect of his peers. And that's something no media narrative can erase. Let me also point out that this video pulled 10,000 views in 30 minutes. That's insane in sports media, and it shows the level of demand for Shedeur Sanders content. People want to see him. They want to know what he's doing. They want to follow the journey. Now let's bring this back to the Browns for a moment, because while Shedeur is in San Francisco at the Pro Bowl, Todd Monken is back in Cleveland making moves. He just hired Mike B as quarterbacks coach, someone who worked with Monken in Tampa Bay and knows how to develop young talent. He also brought in Daniel Stern as associate head coach, the 25-year-old analytics mind who helped the Ravens dominate fourth down decisions. And he's clearly building a staff around Shedeur. That's not random. That's intentional.
His brother just got. This video is currently sitting at 10,000 views, 11,000 views in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, 36 minutes, bruh. Welloff Media need not say no more. Make sure y'all going on over there if y'all have not subscribed to the homeboy Bucky and gang, bro. Welloff Media doing big things. Brody should.
Let me also touch on something that came up about the Browns during that live stream. The host said, if you support Shedeur, then you have to support the Browns. He even admitted he was starting to change how he felt about the Browns himself. He said you have to support the Browns because the Browns are clearly supporting Shedeur. And honestly, that's facts. Cleveland is doing everything they can to put Shedeur in a position to win. They're hiring the right coaches, they're putting the right structure in place, they're making intentional, smart moves. So if you're really a Shedeur fan, you have to at least respect what the Browns are doing on his behalf. Now, let me circle back to the respect Shedeur is getting, because it keeps jumping off the screen. When you watch this footage, you see NFL players walking up to him, you see them starting conversations, you see them choosing to be around him. That's not something you can fake. That's not something you can stage for cameras. That's real respect. And let's not overlook this part either. Shedeur was named the starting quarterback for the AFC in the Pro Bowl. That's massive. Most rookies, especially fifth-round picks, are just grateful to get the invite. But Shedeur isn't just there. He's starting. That alone tells you how the NFL truly views him. Now, I want to ask you something, and really think about this before you comment. Do you think NFL players are showing Shedeur this level of respect because they're afraid of what he's going to become? Or do you think they genuinely like him as a person? Because based on this footage, it looks like it's both. They respect his talent, they respect his work ethic, and they respect the way he stayed grounded despite all the noise around him. So there it is. Welloff Media just dropped 25 minutes of exclusive Pro Bowl footage showing NFL players giving Shedeur Sanders the kind of respect usually reserved for established veterans. They're throwing up the wrist, they're embracing him like family, they're treating him like he's already elite. Meanwhile, Todd Monken is back in Cleveland, quietly building a championship-level staff designed to help Shedeur succeed. The Browns are fully invested in Shedeur Sanders, and the NFL world is watching in disbelief at how much love he's getting from his peers. The future is bright. If you think Shedeur has earned that respect, drop a W in the comments. If you think it's just politeness, tell me why.